You've built an impressive life, a career you're proud of, a lifestyle you've worked hard for. So when you finally sit down to write your dating profile, you do what you've always done. You lead with your accomplishments, your job title, the fact that you travel, love good food, and you're equally comfortable in heels or hiking boots. And men swipe left. Not because you're not impressive, but because impressive and inviting are not the same thing. And your profile is doing one of them and missing the other entirely. I'm Mina Yang. I'm a relationship coach for high achieving women. And today I want to show you the exact mistake I see in almost every profile I review and what to do instead. The mistake: overfunctioning. Here's what overfunctioning looks like on a dating profile. It looks like a resume. It lists credentials, it signals status, it says, I have it all together, and it completely hides the human being behind it. Now, here's why this makes total sense for us. High achieving women are trained from school, from work, from every performance review to prove their value through what they've accomplished. So we bring that same instinct into our love lives. And here's the problem: a man who is looking for a partner isn't reading your profile to hire you. He's reading it to see if he can imagine a Sunday morning with you, a conversation that doesn't end, someone he actually wants to know. The profile that leads with your title, your degrees, your carefully curated list of sophisticated interests, it signals competence. And competence is attractive in a colleague. It is not what makes someone want to ask you out. I reviewed piles of profiles, and what stops someone from getting matches usually isn't that she's not beautiful or interesting or accomplished. It's that her profile makes her seem hard to reach, like she's doing you a favor by being on the app. So let me break it down because this pattern shows up in three very specific ways. Pattern one: the trophy profile. This is the woman whose profile reads like a highlight reel. Her photos are all perfectly lit: rooftop party, European vacation, charity gala. Her bio lists her job title, possibly her educational background, and a reference to her love of good glass of wine and even better conversation. She looks amazing. She also looks completely inaccessible. The man who would actually be right for her, secure, emotionally available, successful in his own right, sees that profile and assumes she's either out of his league or high maintenance. He doesn't swipe. The men who do swipe are often the ones trying to prove something. Pattern two: the approval seeker profile. This woman has heard that profiles should be warm and approachable, so she's written something so neutral, so inoffensive, so trying to appeal to everyone that it appeals to no one. I love traveling, spending time with friends, and finding the best brunch spots. Okay, so does every other woman on the app. When you try to be likable to everyone, you end up being memorable to no one. The right person can't find you because you've made yourself invisible. Pattern three: the guard up profile. This is the woman who's been burned, maybe more than once. She's smart, she's self aware, she knows exactly what she wants, but her profile has a wall around it. Not here for hookups, I value depth and real connection. Possibly a bio that ends with something like, if you can't handle me at my worst. What she's communicating, even if she doesn't mean to: I've been hurt. Prove yourself before we even start. That energy comes through, and it filters out emotionally available men who don't want to start from a deficit. It attracts the ones who see a wall as a challenge. So, which one resonates? What's the common denominator in all three? The woman isn't showing up as herself. She's showing up as a version she thinks she needs to be. Here's the reframe: what actually works. Your dating profile should show who you are with your closest friends, not who you are at a job interview, not who you are on your best day, who you are on a regular weekday in a conversation you actually want to be having. That's the version of you someone falls for. Practically, this means a few specific things. On your photos, you want a mix. One or two that show you put together, yes, but also one where you're laughing at something real, one that captures you doing something you actually love. Not posed, not staged, present. This is actually where professional photography can work really well, not to make you look perfect, but to capture you as you actually are with intention. There's a difference between a corporate headshot in a cute dress and an image that feels warm, real, and like you invited someone in. On your bio, One specific detail beats 10 generic ones every time. Don't tell me you love travel. Tell me you've been to 14 countries and the one you'd move to tomorrow is Portugal, and here's why. Specificity creates connection. It gives someone something to actually respond to. It makes you a real person, not a category. On your energy. This is the hardest to define and the most important. Read your bio out loud. Does this sound like you talking to someone you like? Or does it sound like a press release? If it's the latter, rewrite it the way you'd explain yourself to a friend's friend at a dinner party. That version is warmer, it's real, and it works. I want to say one more thing before we close. The goal is not to make your profile appealing to more men. The goal is to make it deeply resonant to the right one. You're not trying to maximize swipes. You're trying to make one person, the right person, think, that is exactly the woman I've been looking for. That shift in intention changes everything you write. If you're in an active season of dating right now, I have two things that might be useful. On the photography side, I'm writing a special right now for special photos designed specifically for dating profiles. Not stiff, not staged, images that look like you on purpose. And if you want the full dating framework, not just your profile, but how you show up throughout the entire dating process, what you're communicating, what you're attracting, and why, that's exactly what my dating course covers. I'm now offering a package of both for a very special price, more in the video description. Tell me in the comments, which of the three patterns sounded most like you? The trophy, the approval seeker, or the guard up? I read every comment. And if you want me to do a part 2 where I walk through actual profile rewrites in real time, comment the word rewrite and I'll know there's enough interest. If this resonates, subscribe. I post every week about the real patterns underneath why love feels harder than it should for women who have everything else figured out. I'll see you in the next one.